All right, here's my latest saw purchase. Just picked it up today. Got back earlier. Was on the road a lot today. It's a Pioneer Super 620, 103cc engine, made in I think 63 or 4, maybe 65, somewhere in there. It is the next model after the regular 620. It's got a brown top instead of a yellow top. I think it might have a little different carburetor, and I don't know any other differences other than that. It's basically similar to my 620. A guy gave me a 24-inch bar for it and this giant 36-inch bar with a brand new chain on it, 404 chain. That's a beast, man. Look at that thing. That's crazy. Said it was his dad's saw. His dad bought it new, he thinks, and he had it for years, used it, and then it sat. He gave it to him, his son, and then that guy had it for a while. He resurrected it, took it to some shop in town there and had them go through the carb and some other stuff, replaced the clutch. I think it was bad. So they got it running and cutting and stuff, and it was running good. And he used it for a while, but then he said the thing was just too heavy, so he started using a different saw, and this one just sat. Then his dad passed away, and then I think he must have got motivated to get it running again. So he got it running again with some carb work and stuff, I think. Used it for a little bit, and then that was it. It sat, and then it just sat for like, I don't know, years, decade or so. And he kept looking at it in his garage and said, I'm never going to do anything with this thing. So he finally listed it for sale. So he listed it for sale for $275 originally, or $300, I think. And I checked it out online, but I thought, that's a bit much, man. I don't know, especially without it running. And so then he lowered it down to $140. I'm like, all right, I'll go check it out. So I went and checked it out today, and he's got these two bars, a 24-inch bar. It's a Pioneer bar, and also this big giant 36-inch bar. It's got a new chain on that. And he's got a couple other chains for it, but he couldn't find them. He thinks they're up north at his place there. So he told me he'd look for them, and if he can find them, he'd bring them over, or I could go pick them up or whatever. So we'll see if that happens. But at least I got this brand new big chain on this thing. This is a huge chain. That wouldn't be cheap to get. And these are Pioneer bars, too. I checked. There was like Pioneer part numbers on them, Pioneer numbers and stuff. So it's the correct bar. This is what I got on my other 620, but I mean, this thing's nuts, I mean, it's huge. I'm assuming it can pull it. I don't know, I'll have to try it one day if I get it running. It's a 103cc engine, so it should have a lot of torque to just keep going through it. But it seemed like a good saw. He said it was running good. Then it sat. So a lot of saws are like that. You got to go through the fuel system, carb kit, fuel lines, fuel filter, some gaskets and stuff, clean out the tank, new plug, clean the saw, fill it with fluids, see if it'll fire on prime, check the piston cylinder. I'll pull the muffler off, check that, make sure that looks all right. It's got the shroud under the hood. The muffler's intact, the whole thing. It's got a baffle there. Full wrap handle looks good. Starter works good, recoil's good. It looks like it's missing the little roller that goes here. I might be able to find one of those. Gas cap's there, oil cap's there, sediment bowl is there, oiler lever, throttle works. It's got the footrest, foot stand, whatever it's called. Clutch covers here. It's got a little crack here. Kind of a bummer, but not bad. A lot of paint on it, though. Paint's worn off by the tank, probably from fuel spillage over the years. That's not surprising. And this is worn off from just use. And the hood's in pretty good shape. It's got some wear there and here. It's kind of how my other one is. But overall, it's good. I mean, it looks like a good solid saw. 620, Super 620 there. So I'm going to go through it over the winter and see if I can get this thing running again. I'll clean up these bars. Usually these clean up good with like WD-40 and steel wool. Usually just work with coarser to finer. They turn out pretty good usually. Same with the handle. You can usually use real fine steel wool, clean it and then polish it. It'll come out pretty good. I can clean all this grime off. It looks like it's got a lot of paint on it for a Pioneer. Usually these things are wiped out. So yeah, anyway, that's the story on that. So he wanted 140. I said, well, would you take 120? I just figured I'd throw an offer out. I don't want to be too low, but he said, I got to get my price. I got way more into it than that. And I said, okay, well, whatever, that's fine. So I gave him 140. So it's got the two bars, big chain. The saw is complete. Probably just needs to be gone through. It's got real good compression. I'll check for spark. Hopefully it doesn't need much. Hopefully it doesn't need crank seals, at least not this one. This one's a pain to replace. This crank seal is easy to do on that side, but I got the parts. If it doesn't have spark, I got spare points, condenser, and coil that work good, I know. So anyway, it should be a fun saw to kind of resurrect. So it's a big old thing. Got a couple big bars, big chain. Chain's brand new on it. 404. I get it running, it should really rip. Plus it looks pretty badass with that giant bar on it. That's pretty crazy. So anyway, that's it for today. Pioneer Super 620. See ya.